Hey, welcome to Falon Cooks Asian. I'm Michael, and today we are going to China and making hot chili garlic oil. So today we are making hot chili garlic oil, one of my favorite toppings to go on pretty much anything you can think of. It is absolutely delicious. So we have 3 cups of vegetable oil in this pan heating up. Just vegetable oil. You want something with a high smoke point and no flavor to it. You just want oil. So no olive oils, no walnut oils, no anything that crazy fancy stuff like that. Just regular old vegetable oil. So 3 cups of vegetable oil. I have some Chinese pepper flakes here, a cup and a half, just in a glass bowl. Make sure that you use something that can resist very high heat when you do this. A glass bowl, nothing that's plastic or Tupperware, anything like that. Otherwise, you are going to have a disaster on your hands. So make sure that it can withstand high heat and all that jazz. So we have a cup and a half of chili flakes here. I have 1 cup of chopped garlic, and it doesn't have to be really finely chopped. It's kind of a rough chop on it. So we put the garlic in with the chilies, and you just want to mix that around. Do. Very simple and gorgeous. So just mix your garlic and chilies together like so. Woo! You want to bring your oil up to a temp of at least probably 400 degrees because you want it, you're going to see it's amazing. It's the favorite part of this whole thing. When you put your oil in here, you want it to cook the chilies and the garlic, but you don't want it to burn. So you want it the temperature high, but not too high. If you put your oil in here and it doesn't do what you're going to see it's going to do, which is pretty much bubble up, then your oil is not hot enough. And it needs to be a lot hotter. Maybe not a lot hotter, but hotter. So you want to bring it up to at least 400 degrees. And if you don't have a thermometer to see what that is, you're going to see your oil start to kind of quiver. You can bring it up if you want to almost a boil, and you'll be able to see the oil start moving and stuff, which is basically what I'm doing. I have a thermometer, but it doesn't sit in deep enough, so I can't get a reading on it. So what we're going to do is wait till our oil gets hot enough, and then we're going to pour it in here. It's going to be amazing. Now, I don't know if you can see this, but you can see the oil is starting to kind of quiver there because it's getting so hot. So let it sit for a second, and let me get a good angle here, or try to, so you can see this lovely thing. And you don't want to pour it all in at once. You want to do maybe half of your oil, and you want to stir it up so you get the oil through the whole thing and that garlic doesn't burn. So this is the beautifulness of this whole dish, I hope. So pour some of your oil in, mix it up, get that oil around. It's the greatest thing in the world right there. Mix it up. Once you got it mixed in, pour in a little bit more. And you want to also make sure that you have a big enough bowl so this doesn't bubble over and go everywhere. Make sure that you have a big enough dish when you're doing this. So pretty much now, since your oil is incorporated through the whole thing, you can go ahead and pour the rest of it in there. Just be careful, please. You don't want to burn yourself. Like I said, make sure that you have a dish that is big enough, and hopefully it's not trial and error that you do this, because you don't want all this oil to go all over your counter or on the floor or onto your bare feet, which I have right now. So we're going to take that and just kind of stir it up until your bubbles settle down. Now, also the ratios that I gave you, I use 3 cups of oil, I use a cup and a half of pepper flakes, and a cup of garlic. And that is totally up to you. That's just kind of what I found. I like the consistency of it after it's done. because after this cools down, it's not going to be as liquidy as this. I mean, this is pretty much like water right now, but it's going to thicken up when it cools down. And oh yeah. And the consistency that you want, I mean, obviously is up to you. So some people like a lot more oil than chili. Some people like it a lot thicker, so you can use less oil. It's just a trial and error thing to make it the way that you want it. So what I'm gonna do is, this is just gonna sit in the bowl probably for another couple hours until it completely cools down. And then I'm going to put it in one of my lovely mason jars here that I use for this and kimchi until I get one of my kimchi gochujang thingamabob bowls, which is lovely. But I just put it in a mason jar like this. And, you know, like I said, make sure that it cools down completely before you put it into something else. You want this to not make a disaster of any way. So let this cool down. There's your hot chili oil. It is amazing. It tastes delicious. Try it yourself. Add different things to the oil. Like I said, black vinegar, Szechuan peppercorns if you like that really zippy numbness to your tongue, star anise, cinnamon. These are all things that you can put in here. Try different recipes, see what you like, and I hope you come back and check out my next video. Thanks. Stop by my IG, Phalang Cooks Asian. Phalang _cooks _Asian _ again maybe. Phalang Cooks Asian on my IG, and also stop by my regular IG, Michael22Monkey, and check out some of the cooking things I have on there too. And I hope to see you soon. Thanks. Bye-bye.